30 seconds and then we'll hop in on it. Yes. May the best man win. Okay. Yeah, that's great. You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. You may be king, you may possess the world and its gold, but both won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same, you'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody, find yourself somebody, oh, find yourself somebody to love. No, not yet.
That's a great way to start a beautiful service today.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you all for being here today. Welcome to Unity of Santa Barbara Spiritual Community Center. And thank you for coming with all your smiling faces. I love seeing that. My name is Russ Chafin. I'm going to be your platform host this morning. And let's give another round of applause to Bent Megan on the piano. I'm also on the platform, sharing the platform with our good friend, Reverend Heidi Alfred. And in addition to all of that, our special guest performer today is Wendy Amara Grace. So as many of you know, Unity of Santa Barbara is on a journey into the integral ministry practice. We're working with Dr. Gary Simmons, and some of us are being coached by him. There's a class involved, and I get really excited about things. And one of the things that was in one of the modules that I was studying was a woman, an author named Margaret Wheatley. One of the things that she said about what's happening in this time is that we want to be working toward creating an island of sanity here at Unity of Santa Barbara. And when I saw that, I was like, whoa, that's an interesting way to put that. But think about what's happening in the world right now. And you can describe it as being a little insane. It's certainly challenging. It's certainly something that we are aware of. And so our job as a spiritual community is to create an island of sanity. And what does that look like? It looks like love. It looks like kindness. It looks like generosity. It looks like creativity. And so I just wanted to put that out there to you guys, because this is it's gonna come up more later, but just for now, what would that look like for you? And what would you be doing if you were part of it? Because this is a community thing, it's not a minister thing. Minister's not gonna come in and do this. We're gonna do this together. So what would your part be in creating an island of sanity here at Unity of Santa Barbara? Just something to think about. You don't have to answer it right now, but yeah, put it in your hopper and see what comes out. The other thing is that we want to make sure that we are supporting inspired to make a positive difference in the world and create an island of sanity here at Unity of Santa Barbara. Just think about that. Unity is a place of peace, and we light the peace candle to remind us that of the peace that passes all understanding, and that we are supporting and putting out into the world a peace that works for everyone. And now I'd like to have all of us affirm the first principle, the first unity principle. And let's do this together. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good and omnipotent. Okay, now if you will stand, and we are going to sing "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning." We're going to need some lyrics in this
Go.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing right up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by, but a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, it does move the tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way.
Thank you.
And now, while you're still standing, please greet your neighbors. seats. You guys covered a lot of ground this morning. Good friendly vibes. Okay. This brings us to the daily word. And the word for today is guidance. In the divine presence, I am guided. Divine guidance is not only found in burning bushes or mind-blowing revelations. More often, it arrives as a gentle nudge, subtle enough to overlook, ordinary enough to dismiss. Yet, these quiet signals are holy too. A craving for sweetness, a need for fresh air, a muscle that tightens or relaxes, all can be taken as cues to care for body and soul. As I become present to the fullness of my humanity, my senses, intuition, inner knowing, I recognize guidance as ever-flowing. It invites a restorative resting of mind and heart. It is an alert stillness that listens, a receptive openness where clarity emerges and gentle direction unfolds. I trust the quiet impulses that draw me forward, allowing the simplest moments to lead me toward my soul's fulfillment with ease. And from Scripture, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest, from Exodus 33:14. So let's just take a moment and allow these words to penetrate into our heart and into our minds. In the divine presence, I am guided. I trust those simple moments to lead me toward my soul's fulfillment with ease. And so it is. Okay, so now is the time that we're going to welcome our guests, both in the sanctuary here and online. As many of you know, we sometimes have as many as 400 online guests watching our service. I think that that number is completely staggering, to have that many people watching us. So thank you, everybody online who is visiting us, and give them a little hand. Okay, little prompting there. Thank you, Reverend Heidi. And for those of you who are online, if you are on the YouTube channel, you can leave some comments. Let us know who you are and where you're from, and how our lessons and our messages landing for you. For those of you who are here, if you want to invite your friends or family, they can go to our YouTube channel, or they can go to our website, unitysb.org, click on videos. It's a newly designed website. Looks great. Whoever worked on that did a fantastic job. But click on videos and live stream, and the latest live stream is on the top. Is that you, Bent? That was Bent. Thank you, Bent. Okay, and are there any guests in the house for the very first time? If you are, would you raise your hand? There's one. There's a whole row of them there. Oh my goodness! Welcome. Thank you for coming today. We love having first timers. I think you'll receive some information about Unity, and some mala beads, which are prayer beads or meditation beads. And it's like we're in Hawaii, except they're not flowers. Make sure that you go out to the welcome desk and please sign up on there for e-news, so we can send you information about what's happening here at Unity of Santa Barbara. And again, welcome. Thank you for being here this morning. Our youth are here today. They're over in the community room, and they'll be joining us at the end of our service. We believe in the power of prayer, and we do offer prayer support. Are there any prayer chaplains here today? I think I saw Gregory, yes? Thank you, Gregory. And he will actually be up here after the service if you'd like to come up and he will pray with you. Or you can fill out a prayer card, and there is a box in the atrium that you can place that there, and the prayer team will pray over those prayer requests for 30 days. Also, we have our Shirley Campbell Chapel, and you can always, when it's open, and it's open during the week, always go in there, and it's a very prayerful, very special environment that you can spend time in and meditate and pray. Okay, so as we prepare for our meditation, Wendy is going to sing The Wind.
Written by and accompanied with Bent Migan. When the wind cries with me, when the clouds hurry out to the sea, comes a time when rain and I are one, and I usually go to find place for a thought of my own, leaving blues and naught to do's behind, and I tell the skies above what I want to do. All the dreams, schemes, and tattered love it takes to make it all come true. So my love, when you're sad, don't let go of those dreams that you had. Keep in mind that time don't mean a thing.
Don't mean a thing.
'Cause if you want this to be, then I know we got to be free. And one day we'll learn to stay alive. And I do believe we'll do. We will find a way
Till the dreams
keep
are
all pouring through. I
along.
long to see the day, and I tell the skies above what I want to do. All the dreams, schemes, and tattered love it takes to make it all come true. It takes to make it all come
is to notice this body temple that is carrying your spirit, your soul, all your wonderful organs. And how can we be present with the miracle that is you? So I invite you to take a moment to feel the pressure of your buttocks on the chair, the bench. Just feel that pressure. And feel the clothing on your body. Is it light? Is it heavy? Does it feel warm? Does it feel cool? How are you right now? Some of us can relate to, oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day, and we can feel that. But some of us are not experiencing that feeling. So what are we feeling? What is happening inside your body? Take a moment to notice your spine, this wonderful creation of the universe that holds the body erect. And let's thank the spine. Let's be in amazement of your spine. And let's practice right now as you're breathing, which is a great way to be right here, right now, is to breathe through the back of your heart. To breathe in through the back. And notice the back is often the place that doesn't get much attention, but it supports us, and it's part of our presence. Take a moment to maybe move your fingers and recognize these beautiful hands that hold things and hold hands, and an appreciation of our arms that hug one another, that carry things. And just a great appreciation of this body center, this nervous system, your heart beating. The heart doesn't beat in the past or in the future. It's right here. And a wonderful way to bring ourselves into this moment is notice the breath. Notice the breath coming into your nose, filling these lungs that are ready for air. And who put the lungs together? It's another gift we have. And as you exhale, I'd invite you to really let your body experience the word relax. Our attention to this life, to our life, is what allows it to have its meaning. From our daily word, it is an alert stillness that listens, a receptive openness where clarity emerges and gentle direction unfolds. There is great sweetness in the now. There is great appreciation in this heartbeat. The now is not a thought, it's a feeling. And that's why the experience that is being a spiritual being in this human condition, the human condition has to be appreciated. In all of its changing, in all of the ways that life shifts around in the outer, the inner can be still. So this moment is a tremendous gift to be in a community that's dedicated to your awakening. Feel the presence of the others that are in this space. How does it feel to you to have people next to you? Some you know, some you don't know. But can we all come to know that this is our experience as human beings? This ability to bring our attention to right here and right now. So let's move into a moment of complete silence. But we know that what's going on the inside can be more enhanced when the outside gets quiet. So we'll see on the other side of the silence, one breath at a time, noticing everything. Bringing your attention back to this breath, we start to recognize the miraculousness of being alive. It's endless, it's infinite, the ability to appreciate your body and the world that we live in. Our teachers, Jesus and Buddha, Muhammad, Mother Teresa, Kuan Yin, whoever is your heart connection, they taught with gentleness and kindness and ease, and always reminding each of us that what we're looking for is right inside. And we sit and we let guidance come, because we are connected to the divine source. We are the divine source, and it is here in every moment, in every breath. And what a great adventure we are living. And we're open to it all. And so it is. Amen.
As fingers pluck, each note is struck and sails away like little islands. I come from far beyond this hemisphere, where time is rings upon the water. If there is one, there is a million here who stand in witness with you now. One door will shut, one opens up. There is no time for hesitation. You leave your kin, your friends and kin, and still there is no separation. If one was married to a wicked dream, there will be soldiers in the garden, but there is peace upon the willow stream, and life is far beyond the shore. There is but one more note to sing. There is one breath upon this world of stone. There is but one heart
Wowza. Good work, my friend. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Wendy and Bent and Renee. Gary, yes. Bent wrote all this music. Wow, yes. Multi-talented. We all appreciated the hypnotic nature of music, of that music, right? I can look around and see everyone. Wow. Can we just take a moment and just center in here for a sec? That would really help me out a lot, so we're going to do it. Take a breath. It's good to be here. It's good to be together. Isn't it interesting when we can feel a little nervous about things that perhaps we've done before? And even the people that I know very well and that I know really care, there's still sometimes a nervousness about doing something with the intention of, I want to make sure everybody understands this and their lives change, and when they leave here, everything is working out for them beautifully. And that can make me nervous, because that is the problem with not living in the now, right? And what my talk title here is this morning is called, You Have to Be Present to Win. And we often hear that sometimes when there's a prize to be won, a raffle. And when they say at the end, you have to be present to win, most of us go, I wanted to be home. Somebody call me, bring the prize to my house. I didn't want to have to show up for this. Anybody else? It's like I didn't want to stay till the end. I just bought a raffle ticket and somebody needs to tell me about how I'm winning this thing. I don't want to have to show up. And the more that I've been on this spiritual path, I realize showing up is the deal. Showing up for the things that feel like they're important to you. And the winning thing is that you've already won. You won this amazing life. And it is not the win that this country really gets into. You need to win. You need to be better. You need to be faster. You need to be smarter. You need to get the prize. And that has nothing to do with this beautiful, unique, amazing soul that you are, that could never be compared to anybody, but somehow, and when we're in a race somehow, we need to win. So I'd like to tell you the race is over. Can we take a big breath and go, right, there's nothing to win. There's nobody to compete with. There really is the opportunity to practice becoming your own best friend. And it's an interesting and it's a fascinating journey. The first thing I want to tell you is I have a lot of tools for speaking. And this lipstick is called Captive Audience. So let's see how it works. And if anyone is feeling a little tired, I'll just apply some more. I didn't really want to say that when I was employed here, but now I can talk about my lipstick. So anyway, Captive Audience. Let's see how it goes. I'm Heidi Allfrey. I'm an ordained Unity minister, and I'm a member of this amazing universe that we live in. And practicing the presence is my greatest opportunity to live this life that I've been born to live. So being present. Why do we fight being present? Why aren't we more attentive to our lives? Right? Because we haven't been taught how to be present. We like to be present for the things that are really fun, but the things that are painful, what do? People get busy, or they have a drink, or more, or we go shopping, or we do all these things. We just quit talking to people, which is okay, but then you're going to have to talk to somebody else, right? And they're going to remind you of the person that you're not talking to. Because the world is really set up for you to awaken to the grandness of who you are and feel that sense of that. But it's always right here and right now. And so it looks like we all have human beings here. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever worried about the past or fretted about the future? And you don't need to answer. But the deal is, yeah, right? It's kind of our thing. We kind of have identity, especially when we're maybe working less or things. People are always asking, where are you going next? Or what's the next thing? Or what's the next thing? And I kind of just want to go, how are you? How are you? Did you enjoy your trip? Can you tell me about it? Or do you enjoy your grandkids? Can I see them? Can we talk about how you are rather than what you're doing? Because it's very not our culture. Our culture is set up for this achievement thing rather than just hanging, just being. Really, it's amazing. And I love this whole world, with COVID. Anybody heard of COVID? This whole, certainly any community turned upside down, right? I still don't know what to do with online church. And I love online church. I do online church, but it's still odd to me. And Wanda Sykes did a wonderful comedy series, and she said, this online church thing was odd. So she had her little thing of wine because she was doing communion and her little thing of bread. And she said, we would do it. It was fine. But she said, after a month, I had a fruit platter and a carafe of wine. And she said, this is out of control. I'm home, right? And it's funny because it's changed so much. Whoever, really thought that people would be on computers watching whatever we call this. It's fascinating, but it works. But it wasn't anything I understood. So I've had to be present for a lot of things that I didn't like, didn't understand. Anybody else? Right? And so I've learned great tools about how to bring myself into my own life. And I found it to be what every spiritual teacher was telling us. Buddha started out with a really pretty fancy life. It was kind of like a Santa Barbara life. It was like up in the hills in Santa Barbara. It was like, and so his family didn't want him to experience any sad stuff. And most of our kids don't, most of us, we don't want our dogs to suffer, our animals, or our children, or anybody. But he's decided there's got to be more to life than just being, I guess, have a lot of stuff. And he wandered into town to see the things that his father didn't want him to see, which was illness and death and suffering. And that's what his whole life became. It wasn't about the stuff. It was about, and so he came to a place to say, I want to understand. I haven't had the training I need, so I'm going to sit under a tree. And I'm just going to sit here until something occurs to me. Yeah, that was 6 years. So, if you, like I always say, this was, some people did stuff that I would never do, but I certainly like to hear what they had to say about it. Could we agree with that? So Buddha says, be where you are, otherwise you miss your life. Have you ever planned a party and you really wanted it to be great and everybody comes and somehow you forgot to ask anybody to help you much, and you're running around your whole party or worrying, or you're talking to somebody, and I could see, because I did this recently, the people over there needed ice, and I knew where the ice was, but I was talking to somebody, and I couldn't go get the ice for them, right? And sometimes I'm missing the whole point. I'm missing the person I'm talking to because I'm thinking of all the other things that need to be done. Is it just me? But we can get this, right? And there's it kind of is amazing when you start looking at your life and seeing the points that you've missed, the times that you've been too distracted to just be present, and you miss your life. And so this is a way, actually, there's been a number of folks that wrote about it so we could read about how to be present. Can we just take a breath together? Let's do that. Notice those lungs and exhale. So that was a moment of being present. Do I need more lipstick? Are we captive? Okay, all right. This is tremendously funny to me. So anyway, I like it. All right. So instead of running from our pain or running from the things that are frustrating for us, the ability to be here, to sit with it, is really where spiritual mastery starts to show up. And you find your nervous system starts to relax. So when those things happen, again, maybe a breakup, maybe, some pain in your body, maybe some challenges, you're kind of like, okay, the soul of me is so big, I can work with this. I can be with this. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but I'm present to it rather than I talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, and then I feel worse, really, unless I'm talking to somebody that can really help me. So we don't want to miss this life. Our friend Ram Dass, all right, he wrote, "Be Here Now." And he says be here now really means offering the fullness of the current moment without distraction. Right? That's it. Just being present with people. And you can actually say when you can't be present, I'm really distracted right now. I'm not really here for this conversation. I want you to know that. because something else is happening in my mind. Something else is going on. So our ability to be here now doesn't mean we stop doing everything, and you're going to talk for 20 minutes, and I have to sit here and listen to every single word you're saying. Sometimes I need to say, I need to go. But I appreciate you, and if I'm not going to be present, I need to carry on. It's a really interesting way to start to live. Ram Dass also wrote that he says the reason we do this is that we're too busy holding on to our unworthiness. And that's the reason we don't pay attention to our life. We're really stuck in our story. Nobody talked about feelings when I was a kid. It was a very productive family. You get up, you get dressed. I had a microphone in my room. Did I tell you? My mother put on marching music in the morning. Really, like, get up, girls. Like, when's the meditation? It never happens, right? There was no stopping. There was no asking, how was I experiencing life? What do I want to choose? It's really an interesting thing when you haven't. I asked a gentleman lately that I met, and I said, if you wanted to live anywhere in the world, it wasn't about time or money, or what would you want to do? And he looked at me and he said, nobody has ever asked me that. And this guy's in his mid-70s, right? So we wonder how much we're asking ourselves, how present we are in our own lives. All right. So Allie actually said this to me, and I think it's hilarious. I sit down by a lady that's going to be moving to Santa Barbara, who I've just met, and she says, yes, about the present. What are we running from? Oh, such a good question. It's really true. What are we running from? Why aren't we present? Why might you be thinking about your lunch plan right now rather than being here? Right? Why might you be thinking about something that's happening at home rather than being here? Just bring our attention back, as they say. Eckhart Tolle, he says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. So Eckhart Tolle wrote a book. Y'all remember what it was called? The Power of Now. Did he make up the now? No. He just had a spiritual awakening, as did every single person sitting here, and he wrote about it. And he wrote about it in a really, really very good way. He says this, and let me see if you can connect to it. He says, most humans are never fully present in the now because unconsciously they believe the next moment must be more important than this one. But then you miss your whole life, which is never not now. Your life is never not now. And I think the way he was able to explain it, we could get it, right? I'm with this person, but boy, this afternoon I'm going to be having a great lunch. So I'm talking to you, but I'm really thinking about that because that one's going to be so much better than this one. And do we see how we discount our relationships? I love there's somebody back there laughing because it really is funny. This is so funny. It's so interesting how, it's kind of sad, but it's really funny that we kind of miss the whole thing because we haven't learned how to be present. And present can mean, I smelled this beautiful lady over here. I was hugging this woman and she has on some essential oils and I was able to, in that moment, I was really present with you and your smells. Thank you. But it was really interesting to see the things that bring us into the moment. And that's my question to you all today, is to what are the things that bring you into this moment? I have a picture of myself smelling a flower. Because I can't tell you how many flowers I walk by and I got to be there on time. What about nature, whatever, right? And you just recognize how this preciousness is all around us, but sometimes the next moment is more interesting than this moment with the flower, with the essential oils. Russ is telling me yesterday about his dog and, and all the things that are going on. How can we be just in whatever's happening rather than in our next moment? So we're thinking sometimes, and also Eckhart Tolle told us about the pain body. Do y'all remember that? Because do you know that book sold 20 million copies and has been translated into 69 languages? Just learning about how to be in the now. Is that just amazing to me? Because I was like, okay, all right, that's good. I wanted to tell you what he says about the pain body. He says that it is the invisible energetic entity made of accumulated, unhealed emotional pain, right? But that's the thing when somebody comes up and says something to you, whatever it is, your car looks a little messy. Everybody's always called me messy, whatever the thing is, rather than, got some stuff around, had a dog in here, whatever the thing is. I go to parties. I got stuff in my car. It's for people's parties, whatever's going. But the thing is, I get ignited because it's the pain body. So we're looking at how do we gently move this pain so we can be here present in this moment. So I got to tell you some fun stories because unity is called practical Christianity, practical spirituality. It's about practicing it, right? I can sit up here and yakety yak, but the point is, how are you living it in your life? Thich Nhat Hanh says, the present moment is the only time over which we have dominion. Because a lot of us like to feel like we control a little part of life. I mean, everybody's coming and going with that free will thing, right? But I want to have, what do I have dominion over? And I have dominion over this moment. The way I see it, the way I experience it, the way I take care of myself. If I'm tired, maybe the Buddhists say, sleepiness is visiting me. It might be that you need to stand up. It might be that you need to shake your body. It might be that you need to roll your head. It might be many things, but it doesn't mean I'm sleepy, this is horrible, I need to lay on the floor. That's an option too. But we see that dominion is right here and right now. And I want to tell you about a friend of mine, Carly Mendelson, who has been previously living in Toronto, and she's here with her wonderful father I've met, Mikael, and Stacy, her mom, and her sisters Sydney and Rachel, right? Yes, and they're all from Toronto, and welcome. Yes. But I'd like to tell you about the dominion that Carly held about moving to this place, all right? And it's just as an example because all of us have created out of holding in our minds what we want. Here in the now, we don't know what the universe is going to put together, but I met Carly on the Big Island in January, February at Alan Cohen. You all know Alan. He had a workshop, and I'd not seen Alan in 20 some odd years, so I'm like, oh. See, my friends nowadays, if they're alive, I'm going to go see him, because I've known Alan for many years. So I'm like, he's still alive. I got to go. So anyways, it was a fantastic retreat. But here comes Carly, who's 28, and most of us are a little over 28. But she comes in and she sits down next to me and she goes, I'm going to move to Carpinteria, California. And I went, oh, that's good. Well, it's like 20 miles up the road from me, so maybe we should keep talking. She's like, yeah. And she was so in her mind about moving to Carpinteria. She'd come here with a friend, and she just knew she was going to leave. And so in her mind, she was doing it, right? That's the now. It's okay to be excited about the future, but the feeling you're having is right now. And her father, Mikael, was with her, and that was a father-daughter thing, going to a retreat. I could barely believe it. Thinking about my father and coming to a retreat, it'd be like, I think he would have exploded. But anyway, I was very happy to see this team coming and talking and supporting each other. Really cool when you can be in the now, and those are the people you want around you that are also practicing that presence, all right? So Carly kept on talking, did a lot of dominion over her moment. In fact, the retreat was so moved by her energy, they started to call her Carlifornia. right? But because it really, because we were all so into her thing because of the dominion she was hanging on to. Yeah, and this is how we do the power of now. It's not that we can't think about something besides I'm sitting in this chair listening to this person. I'm also dreaming my dreams, and I'm letting myself move into something that feels more me. So, her dad came, they found an apartment I would have loved to have found, right on the walking trail in Ventura. You can see the ocean, dominion, right? And now we got the whole family here. Welcome. And I'm so glad you came to Unity. It's really exciting, though, when we can keep living from this place. Can you bring to mind something that feels really good to you? And it might be something you've created. It might be your garden. It might be your pet. It might be a place that you really wanted to experience. I went and saw the tulips in Amsterdam in April. I've been thinking about that for 20 years. But I drew it to me because I kept it in my mind. The tulips were there. They were waiting. When is she going to come? But see, that's the thing. It's our ability to be in the now and to be in this sense of power over this. I think another reason that we avoid the presence is it might seem boring, right? I know for me, I've been an addict of excitement. Fun. I still have a lot of fun. But, I found that when I was just in the moment, when I'd sit in my family's home and when I was young, I didn't feel happy. It took me a while to find a community where I could feel like it was safe and interesting to be in the now. This is a community that really invites you to be yourself. Like, don't hold back. It's a don't hold back community. And that's kind of scary. I mean, Bent seems to be embracing it quite well. He's there, he's here, he's singing. It's beautiful to see people, though, really embrace all the things they love. Because I have seen his studio, and it's just mechanical pianos and screens, and I don't know what to do in there, but he's having a ball. And so this is our thing. We have our way, and it's so profound, and it's so divine, and it's so set up. But many of our stories are, I don't feel aligned with my power. I don't feel aligned. And so our opportunity is just to come here because you get it. You get it. I, sat in 12-step rooms forever and ever and ever, and it really was for me to take it in, as Russ was saying, just even about our daily word, just really take it in. Eckhart Tolle is so good. He also says, when you get the inside right, the outside will fall into place. Primary reality is within, secondary reality is without. So see, when we shift, and we always hear this, when you become the partner you want to be, you'll attract that partner. Okay, but that's the point, right? We have the life that we allow ourselves to accept. Because there must have been something that in Carly's life that she was like, I'm going to let this happen. I'm going to let myself be so happy and excited. That's the part that's kind of tricky, right? Because we're like, how do I get happy and you're not happy? How do I get things and you don't have things, right? We all want different things, thank heavens. I mean, many of us would like some advanced talents, but whatever. Okay, so I want to tell you about how to notice people. So what we want to do, here's some tools, all right? So you want to start noticing folks that are in the presence. Do we need some more lipstick? So here we go. Tools, captive audience, all right. So tools. First, notice people in the presence. I was in Italy, and there was a little kid and his family, and they were at the strawberry stand, and they were buying strawberries, and he was standing behind them, and he's this big, and finally they get their strawberries. They turn around, they give him one huge strawberry, they give it to him. Again, he's this big. I'm just in my car because I pulled up and parked. His family has left. They're walking down the street. He's standing there with that strawberry, eating it, not moving. Adorable Italian kid. His family, people should watch their kids better, I must admit. But anyway, they're down the street and they turn around and he's right there. This is the deal about being in the now. And I want to ask you, what's your strawberry? What is your strawberry? What's your thing? I knew what it was for Carly. She talked about it all the time. But anyway, so it was very, very fun. What is your strawberry? What is your place that when you're there and you're experiencing something, it's so like nothing else matters. And we all have those moments. And we want to spend more time with your strawberry, with whatever it is that is your deal. God, I have another story, but I don't know about this. All right, the thing is, as you do this more often, you will find that you have similar situations and you don't get as distracted. And that is very good. I will say very briefly, don't text and drive. I was in traffic the other day, and I was just really looking for a contact, and I look over, and right next to me is a friendly Ventura police officer. And I'm like, hi, we're just looking at each other, and then I move forward, and he gets behind me, and he turns on his lights. And I'm like, now, 40 years ago, I was in jail, so that wasn't good, right? So the police lights behind me. I'm an ex-drinker, and I was a big drinker and driver, which is not a good idea. And so for police lights to come on is not really my comfy place. But I've done so much of this work, I'm like, this guy's, clearly I'm not going to get thrown in jail. Whew. And I'm doing good, and so far so good, everything's fine. So he comes over to the window, he starts talking to me, and And I can't find my license, I can't do all these things. But I was very calm and I said, Officer Mendez, it is really hot. Do you need to stand out there in the sun while I'm figuring this out? And he's like, it's fine, ma'am. And, and I'm having this conversation with this very nice police officer who did not give me a ticket for anything. But the point was, I did not need to go, oh my God, I'm getting arrested. Oh. I was like, I need to not text and drive. And you know what? It's $20 if you do it. And then if you do it over, pretty soon they'll take away your license. So don't do it. All right, one more tool and then I'm finished. August 1st, the best gift that I have found in this Be Here Now is to make your atmosphere outside of yourself silent. Been on a lot of silent retreats, and I'm going to create a silent day here. It's only from 10 to 3:30, and all you have to do is show up. Bring a cushion, bring anything, water, and you don't need anything. You don't need a watch. I'm going to be ringing bells for our time. But this is one opportunity to give yourself, and this place is never free on a Saturday because it's booked. It's always got things. So this is one Saturday it's open, August 1st, and I just write it down in your calendar, and we'll talk about it more. But the main thing we want to know is that all of these folks, ourselves included, being in the now is where your life is. I wonder if you'd like to just repeat a few things after me. I don't want to miss any moment of my life since it's mine. Can we say that together? I don't want to miss any moment of my life since it's mine. I understand I'm showing up for it all. I understand I'm showing up for it all. I am allowing the courage and the willingness to be present for my life, no matter what, because it is the way to connect with my source and my soul. And from L'Oreal, and I'm worth it. Yes. And I want to end with a quote from Buddha, that as we become more present in our lives, we have so much more compassion and understanding for everyone else. So Buddha says, you throw thorns, falling in my silence, they become flowers. And so it is. Yeah, y'all. Oh, sorry.
Ron. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thank you, Reverend Heidi. That was a great reminder.
Thank you.
Being in the present. What a concept. It's so hard. It's so hard and so worth it. So thank you. So now is the time in our service when we focus on our abundance. As we move forward into our journey into the integral ministry process, one of the things that's going to come up over and over and over is that we as a community are going to start moving into ownership. This is our community. This is your community. And so we want people to have a sense of ownership of this, partnering with the board, partnering with each other to make this the place, the experience, the island of sanity that we are trying to create. As well as focusing on our purpose and why we are here. So we know that we are surrounded, we are in a sea of abundance, and we celebrate that partly by our giving. And so if the ushers would come forward, as we prepare to give, I'd like for us to do our blessing, and I don't have that, but let's put that up.
Here we go.
Yes, there it is. So let's say this together. Divine love, through us,
blesses and multiplies all that we are, all that we have, all that we share, and all that we receive.
Go ahead. And now we have some more music.
I just wanted to say that this is a song that I wrote for a sleeping child. And I'm glad that Wendy's singing it because I'm too emotional for it. But it's a song also about the promises and the moment now and for the future generations. It's called We Are the Children.
And for the children inside of all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, silent one, dearest son, your dreams will live forever. And if someday you lose your way, let this song come guide you.
Oh, there's so much you want to know, and so much I can't tell you. For while I can, and if you will, let me stand beside you. And count every star field with wonder and pride. Believe that every moment is lifetimes to those who care. Forever, my love.
Is there?
Can you forgive the way we lived and build a new tomorrow? My past mistakes are yours to break. Can you rise above it? 'Cause we are the children, and you are the way. Believe that every moment is lifetimes to those who care. Forever, my love.
Is there?
We're gonna need someone to take this land. If at first we don't succeed, take a message to the ones in need. There ain't never been as big of a mess. There ain't never been as many ways. Clean it up. I'm proud to say, if anyone can do it, if anyone can do it. So there you are, and here we stand, one dream, one heart, forever. And if in time I lose my mind, will you still come find me? And count every star field with wonder gone wild. Believe that every moment is lifetimes to those who care. Forever, my love.
Forever, my love.
Forever, my love.
Is there?
Oh, silent one, dearest son.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. One more thing that I'd like to say about giving, our goal is to have 100% of our expenses met by online giving. And so Zephy is the program or the app that we use. You can go to our website, unitysb.org, and click the donate button and sign up there, or you can go to zephy.com and sign up there. But that is our goal. We want to have all of our expenses met, and then we have time to play. So ushers, thank you for your service today. Let's take a moment to bless these gifts. Thank you, God, for all of the gifts that are coming toward this ministry. Bless the givers and bless the gifts as they move toward being everything that they can be to support this ministry and the important work that we do here at Unity of Santa Barbara. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And so it is. Okay, today is Buffet Sunday. Our kitchen angels have put together some amazing treats out there. For those of you who are here for the first time, lunch is on us, so please let them know out there that you're our first timers. And you can take a look at the board to see what the menu is today. Make sure you check out Wings Bookstore. It's especially a great place to go if you need a last-minute card or a last-minute gift. They have a lot of really beautiful stuff in there. Today, Dr. Lee Moberly will continue her series on multidimensional spiritual healing. And it says next Sunday, so it's either today or next Sunday, and one of those will work. So check that out. I will try to find out which Sunday that is. And make sure that you mark your calendars for all of these things that are going on, because it's easy for us to stand up here and tell you, and then you don't put it on your calendar, and then we go, oh, gee, I wish I had gone to that. I forgot to put it on my calendar. So do that. Every Thursday, Paul Bouchard hosts a Course in Miracles study group right here at 7 p.m. in the community room for those of you who are students or would like to be students of Course in Miracles. It is an amazing, amazing study and journey. And there is also a new exciting offering by David Kennett, who invites us to take Primal Sacred Sound Journey. Sounds so interesting. On July 26th at noon, following the service, and I'm told that it is a truly profound experience. So join us on the 26th. And now, if we have kids, no kids. Okay, well, let's keep our children in our heart and know that they are being loved as we speak right now in the moment. And they'll be here hopefully next week. Kids and their parents are traveling during the summer, so we get that. Okay, so we won't be singing that song. And so now let's all stand and let's sing our peace song. Begin with me. Please join me in the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you all for coming this morning. Thank you to our band. Thank you to our AV team, and thank you to Reverend Heidi. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful day.